Hi, now in this video we are going to discussing about how to conduct root cause analysis by using fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram or cause and effect diagram. Why it's Ishikawa diagram? Because the scientist who invented the methodology to identify the exact cause of the problem. Now let us go in details. Ishikawa or fishbone diagram visual tool helps the teams to identify and categorize, visualize exact cause of the problem. By using this diagram, we can analyze the potential cause of a problem in a structural way. It also helps you to identify the relationship between cause and problem. That's why fishbone diagram is nothing but cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. With the problem as the head and main categories as the bones. The main categories may vary depending upon the problem. But some common ones are 5M plus E. In this fishbone diagram, just have a look. 5M plus E means 5 M's. What are those? M, man. M, method. M, machines. M, materials. M, management. Then E is environment. So 5M plus E method. So by using this, we can brainstorm and find out the potential cause of a problem. Here the right side is head. Head means the problem. Then the causes are the bones with the categories and subcategories. 5M plus E. Man, mission, material, method, management, environment. Mostly when we'll conduct the root cause analysis, if whenever you receive a complaint from the customer or during the internal audit or during the routine monitoring visit or external audit, if you found any defect, then you have to conduct the root cause analysis. For example, if you receive a complaint from the buyer, freezer burn in IK frozen shrimps. So buyer asks you the explanation, the root cause of the analysis and preventive measures. Explanation. What do you have to give? By in a structural way, by using fishbone diagram or 5-way technique. In our previous video, we discussed about 5-way technique. So we can determine the potential cause of the problem by approaching the structural way mechanism. Let's have a look. In this fishbone diagram, 5M plus E. So our problem is freezer burn in IKEA frozen shrimps. The problem is, we have to write down, right side is the problem and left side is the causes of the problem. So right side means head is the problem, means freezer burn in IKEA frozen shrimps. So what are those? We have to conduct the brainstorming exercise. 5M plus E. So method, manpower, material, mission, management, environment. Have a look. So 5M, first M is man. So freezer burn in IKEA frozen shrimps. Man means who will come? Cold store supervisors, cold store boys, packing boys, container loading boys or container loading supervisors. So the people who are doing that particular job, are they aware about the handling process? Are they familiar or have they received any adequate training on loading and unloading or container stuffing or warehouse cold storage management? Have they received any training program? That is also we have to discuss. That is also we have to go to the particular site. We have to assess the team also. If the poor performance, if poor training program or awareness, lacking of awareness about handling of the frozen product during loading or during unloading or during packing or during stuffing into the cargo. The next second M is method. Okay, what is our method? SOP or or SOPs for handling or loading or unloading packing of the IKF frozen shrimps. We have to review the method, whether method is properly defined or not to control, or to give them, or method is adequate or not, we have to identify. If the method is not adequate, we have to modify the method, the process method, the process of handling or loading method. What method? See, container loading. So what is your method? At what temperature? Pre-cooling method. And the loading duration also you have to justify in that. Loading duration and pre-cooling before loading the cargo, and cold storage temperature also, door openings, defrosting time. These are all you have to include in the method. Without proper cooling of the container, pre-cooling container, or before leaving the factory, also if proper temperature is not attained in the container, or end-to-end monitoring, do you have the data logger in the container for end-to-end monitoring? These are all you have to check in the process method. If it is not adequate, include the method and implement the process and identify the cause of the problem. Next M is, third M is mission. You have to check the mission. Here our problem is the freezer burn, means its effect. To identify the cause, we have to check the cold storage condition, mission. So the third M is mission. Mission means, yes, whether the RPM of the fans inside the cold storage adequate or too much or low, that is also you have to check RPM. If too much RPM also forcefully circulate the chilled air and extract the moisture. If low RPM, chilled air cannot circulate all corners of the cold store, that is also you have to identify that. Or little equipments, or defrosting cycle, lengthy defrosting cycle also leads to the freezer burn in cold storage. Whether we have hot gas defrosting system or not, if have, what is the time of defrosting mechanism? So these are all you have to think out. And maintenance of the machineries, whether you are timely maintaining the machines or poor maintenance of the machines also. Inefficiency or adequacy of the refrigeration system mechanism will come down. Or if you don't have a conveyor system from cold store to the container for loading the cargo, it will also take time. So that is also mission. So if too little equipment also, lengthy process. Then next M is, fourth M, management. If poor budgeting means management has to fulfill the resource requirement, whether it is financial resources or skilled manpower resources or labor resources, they have to full. If during loading, if store boys or loading boys strength is poor or inadequate, very few people are available for loading, it will take lengthy. Or during loading, the management if not provided the conveyor system or forklifter system or palletized loading system, that is also will take the lengthy hours of loading. Many times you have to open the door, the entire door will be opened. So management budgeting, poor budgeting, or that is also the reason, and whether the management is fulfilling the resource requirement by machinery side or manpower side. So we have to analyze. That is the fourth M. Then fifth M is, here the effect is freezer burn in IKF frozen shrimps. No? Fifth M is materials. What materials? Packaging materials. Yes. Whether the packaging material having the strength, adequate strength to prevent the dehydration or to prevent the oxidation of fats from the product, that is also you have to check. Whether you have properly packed or not, whether the corrugated fiberboard carton is 5 ply or 7 ply or 3 ply or whatever it may be, you have to identify the material also. And primary packing material also, whether you are using 3 mil, gauge, HDPE you are using, or laminate pouches you are using, are properly sealing or not. So that is also you have to examine that. The packaging material properly retaining the moisture, preventing the dehydration of the product or not, and you are properly sealing or not. So that is the fifth M. Then sixth one is environment. The freezer burn. So environment will play the crucial role. If humid air or warm air entering inside the cold storage or the outside of the cold storage, the anteroom is having humid environment or warm air, then that is also leads to the formation of frost on cooling fans or coils, blower fans. Ultimately, the temperature also cannot circulate the all corners of the cold storage, and defrosting cycles will increase and running hours also will increase. So environment also will play a crucial role, whether humid air or warm air is there inside the anteroom. If once you open the door cold store, then the warm air may enter, or relative humidity will comes down, then automatically extract more air from the product. This is how we can conduct the brainstorm exercise by applying this fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram. So it looks like a fish skeleton, 5M plus E. So by using 5M plus E, we can find out the exact cause of the problem to avoid reoccurrence in future. That's all about the video. Thank you, universe, for giving me the opportunity to learn and share to the needy.